What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo, and after all the things that happened early in the week, I feel like I hope we've taken a deep breath. I hope we've calmed down a little, even though it's more stuff that's coming out that's even more egregious. But time to reset, time to refocus. The football season is a long one, and we still only in the second quarter. The second game of the second quarter, and we have a lot of things that we need to accomplish. So let's move on to this Minnesota Vikings game. So let's talk about the Vikings. The Vikings are probably the worst 4-2 team I've ever seen. And when I say that, of course, Vikings fans hearing this will think that I'm hating on them. I'm not really hating on them. I just see a lot of flaws in this team. And to me, what's really been going on is they've beaten weak teams, or they won at home. They beat the Raiders when the Raiders weren't good. I forgot another weak team they beat. They beat Atlanta at home. You beat the Eagles, but y'all were at home. If we faced the Eagles at home, they would have got blown out too. So I'll give you the Eagles win, but y'all are at home. Minnesota's a tough place to play. It's not like I'm taking anything away, but that that Eagles secondary, like Stephon Diggs was literally just open and open and just open and just open. Like, their secondary is so bad, a college quarterback could have carved them up. So, and then when I look at the losses, they lost to Green Bay. They couldn't score any points on Green Bay. I forgot the other team that they lost to, but regardless of that, it might have been, I think they played in Chicago, so they might have lost that game in Chicago, but regardless, they coming into Ford Field, we at home, our team is fueled, our team is angry, our team is pissed off, our team feels disrespected. Tracy Walker out here screaming Detroit versus everybody, Detroit versus everybody. Trey Flowers realizing he ain't a Patriot no more because they calling him egregious calls. But take a deep breath, refocus and reset. I love what Matt Patricia said about this team. He said, we're a tough team. We're going to continue to be more tough, and I love this city, and we're blue collar, and we're hard working, and we put our head down, and we're a tough team, and we're going to win. Matt Patricia knows the situation he's in. Matt Patricia knows what's going on with the team, and he knows that the fans want to win. He knows that we don't like losing. One thing I like about Patricia is not acting like he plays for the Lions. Because Caldwell and these other guys, they would act like they weren't playing. You playing for the Lions, bro. You coaching for the Lions. You know what it is. Win some games. And Patricia knows, and he promised that he will be better. Now he said that his words. Let's see what the actions come around. Deshaun Hand, my boy Deshaun Hand, looks like he's back practicing again, and that he could play on Sunday, which would be a huge boost. And as I said on the roundtable, Deshaun Hand, he ain't played in 2 months. He gonna be on the snap count. I know we have high expectations. We want him to get that pass rush that we've been missing, but he hasn't played in 2 months. So what can we really expect from Deshaun Hand when he ain't played in 2 months? So, even though I think he'll have a huge impact, it's kind of like, how much will he have? I hope that Danny Amendola and TJ Hockenson are 100%, because clearly they weren't 100% on Monday, especially TJ Hockenson. We need TJ. He hasn't had that breakout game since that first game. I think he's due for one. Kerryon Johnson needs to have better vision, because he has a tougher road tonight running against Linval Joseph and Everson Griffin and them boys. Kendricks and Barr when it comes to stopping the run. It's not gonna be easy. I would say it'd be tough. It's gonna be tougher to run on Minnesota because the Packers were giving up like 120 yards a game. It's gonna be way harder to run on Minnesota. And somehow, Kerryon, I'm gonna need you to find a way to run on Minnesota. Daryl Bevell, I said, see me by week 6. What I think about his offense. So it's week 6. What do I think? I think last week was week 6. Whatever. It's week 6 area. What do I think about his offense? I like Daryl Bevell's offense. I think it's good when it comes to the passing attack, as always, because we have weapons and we have Stafford. But I think all of these running, these dives and these up the gut runs, trying to use Kerryon Johnson like he's Marshawn Lynch, is just not gonna work. You have to run Kerryon on the outside and up the gut. You gotta get him in space so he can use his abilities to get the yak that we all know he can. And My biggest gripe about Darrell Bevell is his running game philosophy. The way he's trying to run the football, I just don't like it. And kudos to Kerryon for still having a 100-yard game going through this BS. But Kerryon's stats and his numbers, it looked like Kerryon isn't having a good year. But if you watch our team, you know he isn't the problem. Hey, y'all, when has that been, guys? Let's just pause for a second. When has the problem been the coaching and the run blocking from the O-line and not been the running back? Ain't that hilarious how things change? Usually the running back was garbage and the running back couldn't do anything. Now it's the coaching staff is failing the running back. Can we just get it all on one accord? And I said it on the round table, y'all. That other coach, KFC, looked better with Kerryon last year, and we didn't even use Kerryon enough. Kerryon ran better under that other OC. So to me, there's no excuse. And the other OC had Kerryon running on the outside and all those things. So Darrell Bevell needs to adapt. But overall, I like the offense. It's definitely better than that other OC's offense. But we have to improve in that area. And with Minnesota, Minnesota isn't the same Minnesota, but they're still a good team. A good team, 4-2 team. They're still a good team. Their defense, the secondary is getting old, but they got a nice fresh young safety that I like. They still got Trey Waynes. Rhodes is any given Sunday on Rhodes, it seemed like, but they still got their linebackers. But my main thing is you stop Dalvin Cook, you win this game. You don't stop Dalvin Cook, I'm not gonna say we lose, but we gonna have to score 35. If you don't stop Dalvin Cook, that means they gonna be getting touched. You don't stop Dalvin Cook, you gotta score 35 on the Minnesota Viking defense. That sounds like a tall task. So you stop Dalvin Cook, you win the game because you force Kirk Cousins. I can't even pronounce his name. My fault. You force Cousins to throw against our secondary. Come on, guys. Y'all know how that's gonna turn out. Aaron Rodgers was able to do it a little. Mahomes was able to do it a little, but that's Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. And speaking of Mahomes, Luke G said he was gonna get mad and cursed, and a lot of people were saying he was gonna get mad and cursed, and looks like he got mad and cursed. But we all know Mahomes is the real deal, and he wasn't a one-year wonder. That was my whole point of that Mahomes thing, to do this furthest thing from a one-year wonder. You don't do that in your first year and not be great. But so I hope Mahomes heals up, and I hope our QB stays up. But to me, this game is really just about winning the game at the end. I don't care about, we can talk about execution. We can talk about the receivers catching the ball. We can talk about Stafford not missing throws, staying on target, the O-line protecting Stafford because Minnesota destroys Stafford. The biggest thing is the O-line protecting Stafford. We can talk about the D-line getting pressure and the linebackers being better. Like, we could talk about all of those nuances, all of those intricacies. We could talk about all of that, guys. But in reality, gotta leave Ford Field with a dub. And I felt the same way with the Green Bay game. And we were about to leave with a dub until those things. Gotta leave with a dub. I don't care how you get it. You cannot leave this game with a loss or a tie. You have to leave with a W. Okay? And to me, that's the only thing I'm focusing on. Leave with a W. We know that the receivers have to catch the ball and the offensive line has to protect Stafford against the Vikings. The Vikings are Stafford's arch enemy when it comes to him getting sacked. They have to protect him like no other, other world. This has to be the greatest protection he's had all year because Minnesota loves to hurt Stafford. We know that. We know our coaching has to be on point. We know Darrell Bevell has to call the right run schemes, and Matt Patricia has to throw the challenge flag at the right time and not at the wrong time and have everybody ready to go. We know the run game has to be better, and everyone has to produce top to bottom on every unit of this football team. But at the end of the day, leave with a win, guys. And do I think we're going to leave with a win? I do. This is what's going to happen. Dalvin Cook is going to break one of them big 60, 70-yard runs. I'm sorry to tell y'all. When you got Jamal Williams and LaShawn McCoy and Damian Williams letting off 30-yard runs against us the last two weeks, yeah, Dalvin Cook's going to break the big one. But here's the thing. Because I do think, I know a lot of people might not believe this, but I do think Minnesota will be able to move the ball against us, and they will get into the red zone. So what we have to do is have great red zone defense. Our red zone defense has actually been pretty good for the most part, but we need to have great red zone defense because, like I said, Dalvin Cook could probably have a 60-50 yard touchdown run. I'm not saying that because I like saying it. I'm just looking at our team. We give up a big run every once in a blue moon during the game. Might be a 30-yard run or something, but we know Dalvin Cook's a home run hitter. So he'll probably get them a touchdown. My thing is limit it to one big run. First of all, you limit it to no big runs, but looking at our team, unless Hand get back and unless we shore up. I'm just going off of what I've seen in the last couple of weeks. Looking at our team, he'll let off a big run, maybe get a touchdown. So when that happens, I'm not going to be as concerned as most people. My thing is limit that big run and keep him from doing anything else. Stopping Dalvin Cook isn't even about shutting him down. It's about containing him and limiting him from being a game breaker on this game. You have to force Kirk Cousins to beat you. I know the Eagles players were talking about that, but hey, the Eagles don't got our secondary, do they? You got to force Kirk Cousins and those receivers to beat you. And if they beat us, I'm going to be upset, but it is what it is. So this is a big game for us in our season. I still think that if we lose to, if we beat the Giants and lose to Oakland, that's even worse. But my thing is go out, get a dub. I think we can do it. I think the team is angry and fueled, and we got something to prove since they stole it from us the last game. It's your boy 313 J-Mo. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Discord. Check me out on Twitter at 313 J-Mo. I just love to talk to y'all, man. And Lions will win this game. I'm going to say we're going to win the game 27-20. It's going to be a nail biter. It's going to come down to the end. I feel like this game is going to come down to the end, and we'll keep Kirk Cousins from scoring. All right, y'all.